Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Friday, April 9th, 2021. And we begin with NASA targeting this Sunday for Ingenuity's historic flight on Mars. Lots of factors will go into it, and nothing is set in red stone. But as of this recording, the chopper's team says April 11th is D-Day. The attempt won't be shown live. Instead, the agency plans an overnight live stream Sunday into Monday to let the world know whether or not it was mission accomplished. If Ingenuity can lift a few feet off the surface and stay airborne for 20 seconds or so, it will mark the first time humans have ever flown anything on another planet. It won't be easy. The atmosphere on Mars is very thin, which means the rotors need to spin almost 10 times as fast as they would on Earth just to have a chance. Our KidNuz team will be watching and waiting, and we'll be here Monday morning to let you know if space history was made. Controversy took a temporary backseat to tradition yesterday as the world's most prestigious golf tournament teed up in Augusta, Georgia. The Masters began, as it always does, with a ceremonial starter round. Legendary winners Gary Player and Jack Nicklaus each took a swing and knocked drives onto the first fairway. But this time they were joined by Lee Elder, who in 1975 became the first black man to ever play in the tournament. He gave a smile and waved to the crowd, which roared in appreciation. Just outside the gates, though, is the firestorm surrounding Georgia's new voting laws. Some say the PGA should have pulled the event from the state, just like baseball did with the All-Star Game. Others argue that Georgia is always the home of the Masters, and it should be allowed to stay. If Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wants to run for president, he can flex a new poll. According to People Say, 46% of adult Americans would support the Hollywood heavyweight's bid for the White House. The Jumanji actor and former pro wrestler has been floating the idea of a 2024 campaign for years. He stoked the fire on Ellen in 2017 and The Late Show in 2018. And just a few months ago, he said he'd seriously consider a run if, quote, that's what the people wanted. But The Rock wasn't the only celebrity on the list. Angelina Jolie got 30% support and Oprah Winfrey, 27%. Earlier this week, we introduced you to Akil Baddoo, a rookie with the Detroit Tigers who hit a home run off the very first pitch he saw in the big leagues. As it turns out, he was just getting started. Akil followed that up with a grand slam in his second game, a walk-off game-winning hit in his third, and a triple in his fourth. According to Elias Sports Bureau, his is the hottest opening week bat since 1900. But the season is young, and so is he. Akil graduated from Salem High in Georgia, spent time in the minors, and now, at only 22, still has his parents in the stands as he makes his mark in the majors. It's hard to get our heads or our hands around this next story. A woman from Houston, Texas, just said goodbye for now to her record-setting fingernails. Ayanna Williams hadn't cut them in 28 years, and last month, before she finally did, these Backscratchers had a total length of more than 24 feet. To be clear, that's 24 feet of fingernails, not 24 inches, more than enough to claim the female category for longest on a pair of hands. The troublesome talons made washing dishes and making her bed impossible, and painting them required 3 to 4 bottles of polish and a couple of days. The sawing off was a bittersweet separation, but Ms. Williams said, I will still be the queen. My nails don't make me, I make my nails. And they aren't gone forever. She'll reunite with them at Ripley's Believe It or Not in Florida, where they'll be displayed for the strong of stomach. That's it for KidNuz. Now, our KidNuz quiz. NASA has set what day for the possible first chopper flight on Mars? Sunday, although that could change. What percentage of American adults say they'd support a presidential run by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? 46%, according to a People Say survey. Who was the first black man to play at the Masters? Lee Elder in 1975. How long were the record-setting fingernails of Ayanna Williams before she cut them? They totaled a little more than 24 feet. And one for the road. Godzilla isn't just on the big screen. A now viral video shows a massive 8-foot-long monitor lizard making like his larger apex predator cousin and terrifying customers at a 7-Eleven in Thailand. It's unknown why the reptile entered the store, although some think it was to escape the humidity. After the lizard gave everyone a good fright, knocked over a bunch of stuff, and climbed atop a shelf for a better view, trappers swooped in and relocated him back to a nearby swamp. Monitors are the world's second largest lizard, right behind the Komodo dragon, which can grow to about 10 feet long. Before we head out for the weekend, we want to say hello to our KidNuz teachers in their classrooms, starting with Mrs. Lloyd at Central Elementary in Lincoln, Illinois, Mr. Sullivan at Pearl Zanker in Milpitas, California, Mrs. Haas at Hidden Hills in San Ramon, California, Mrs. S. and her lions at Livingstone Adventist Academy in Salem, Oregon, and Mrs. Weiss at Jefferson in Red Wing, Minnesota. Thanks for listening, everyone. KidNuz Club members, look for your weekly word search. It'll come by email tomorrow. And don't forget to take our weekend review quiz on our website. We'll see you all back here for more KidNuz Monday morning.